Alright, so what is good, YouTube? It's your boy LegendaryEA, and we are here for another episode of the Sonics franchise. Now, if you guys missed the last one, we did do some scouting, but a lot has actually changed. I did update the roster, so my team is looking a little bit different. I did want to, having all the current trades with D'Angelo Russell, with Clint Capella, with Drummond, and get all that straight now. So this is our new team. Obviously, we still picked up LaMelo. We also got Robert Williams, Bol Bol, Dwayne Dedman, Jared Vanderbilt, Trey Jones. We actually picked him up in the same draft as LaMelo, like in the second round, I believe. Regardless, we're still a horrible team. Now, we did make a trade with the Atlanta Hawks. They are fighting for a playoff spot, so we gave them Rudy Gay. And their draft pick was actually lottery protected. One problem, when we made that trade, they were like the second seed. Now these boys are fighting for the playoffs, and LaMelo's numbers are actually insane. Because whenever I was doing it with the old roster, him and Bol both put up around like 18 and 19 points a game. They were our leading scorers. And this man is getting out 25, damn near 26 points a game, which I think is actually insane. Regardless, it's the same vision for this series, but in today's episode, we will be going through the entire offseason, and then the next one, we'll start up with the season opener. I didn't show another game. Like I said in the last one, showing a game when we're like god-awful is really counterproductive in my opinion. But let's hope that the Hawks win out and we can actually get that draft pick around 16 or 17. Steph Curry wins MVP. He puts up insane numbers, so you know what, good for him. Now LaMelo, he's rookie of the year. Obviously putting up numbers like that, you're on pace to be like Michael Jordan or so, but I don't know, those are a whole lot of empty stats on the expansion team, so we'll see. Doc Rivers is coach of the year. LaMelo had the worst record in the NBA. I don't care what points he puts up. He's not all NBA for his team, but that's 2K logic for you. Regardless, we are going to go out here and start simming. Let's see who wins that championship, though. Who got it to win the championship? The Lakers advance. The Clippers get taken out by Memphis, which is kind of insane. Not going to lie. Does that, I do know that normally in the sim, the Lakers lost. Kawhi and PG dipped. So they're probably dipping now. I'm not saying that we're going to target one of them, but we just might. It really just depends. The 76ers got a 3-1 lead against the Warriors, but they can't hold it and they take that L. Finals MVP, Steph Curry gets his first one, putting up 31 points a game, 10 assists. Good for him. Now we can actually get into the offseason. All right, so Jamal Crawford, J.R. Smith, and all these guys actually go ahead and they retire. Nobody that's really crazy. Terry Stotson, Bob Weiss, they go ahead and they retire as well. Yeah, how about we just leave the NBA alone? How about that? The only thing that I would approve is allowing players to get in whenever they're 18. But other than that, I don't want to mess anything up because it does mess with the stats and all that. So we're going to leave it alone. But getting into the draft lottery, we have the highest chances at getting the number 1 overall pick. And right now, it looks like Atlanta, them boys missed the playoffs, so we don't get theirs. We end up with the 5th pick, and our rivals, the Virginia Storm, get the number 1 overall pick. That's fine. That's fine. I don't really like it, but that's fine. All right, let's see what we can actually do. I want to get a guard. Getting somebody like a Terrence CLARKE, it's the same vision as the last episode, but I would be interested in getting Evan Mobley. Just because Bol Bol, man, I don't know about him. I really just don't know about him. But getting Jalen Johnson would be cool as well. The Storm have the number 1 overall pick. They take Cade Cunningham. Very, very solid pick. I think they got Nico Manning in, though. So I don't know how they want to play that. Maybe Cade at shooting guard. But regardless, I mean, that's a good pick. Cade is really, really nice. 6'8" guard. Second pick is Jonathan Kuminga. He goes to the Toronto Raptors, which the Raptors are normally a really good team. So I'm actually shocked that they made their way into the lottery this early. The Spurs are on the clock. Who are they picking up? Jalen Johnson. Okay, so DeJounte, Jalen, they still got DeMar, so I guess they'll figure that out. Regardless, solid team right there. Who did the Knicks get? They get Jalen Green. So all the guys that we want, we were looking at Kuminga and Johnson. They're both gone. I do want to add a shooting guard here, but I want to trade down. I'm not going to just take Terrence CLARKE. I really want to build up on the assets that I have. So I go back and forth for hours. Not hours, probably 30 minutes. Trying to find a good trade, but eventually we do get them to agree to this trade. They get up. They get their guy. They actually take Terrence Clarke for the Hornets. And I'm still looking at it. I'm like, yo, what if I trade it down again? What if I traded down again? Like, I'm never opposed to like trading down because I can always find a player that I want. And Terrence Clarke would have been great to have, but I just think that I can maximize my value. Plus, in next year's drafts, I'm looking for Imani Bates. So I wanted to trade down to get more assets because in next year's draft, I want to trade up and get the #1 overall pick. I don't care if we're good this year or not. I got to get the #1 overall pick and get my boy Imani Bates. But in the end, I do decide to take Evan Mobley with this pick. It's between him and, well, it's really just him. There was no shooting guards for this draft pick slot. Evan Mobley can play power forward for us. He's really athletic. And if we need him at center, he can replace Bol Bol. But if we want to keep him there, we have a twin towers going on because both of them are 7 foot and up. I think that's pretty insane if you ask me. But we can sim to our next pick. And with our next pick, it isn't in the second round, but I do decide to make a trade. I want Brandon Boston. So I'm willing to overpay a little bit, and I'm not giving up 2 first-round picks, but I will give you guys a pick in 2025. I think that's fair. It wasn't the craziest trade, but I do think that was a solid trade. So we do pick up Brandon Boston Jr., BJ Boston from Sierra Canyon. I think that he can help us out a lot. He's a 6'7" guard. So right now, LaMelo 6'8", Boston 6'7". Small forward is still random and iffy. Yeah, he was a 23rd pick, so I don't think that was too crazy of a trade. And then we have 2 7-footers down low. Both of them can shoot threes too, so that's definitely a dub. But let's get into free agency. I don't think any big name free agent would come here, but you guys already know the vibes. If they are a restricted free agent and their team ain't showing them love, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and offer them. So I do go ahead and I offer Donovan Mitchell. Now, the reason for that is because, yo, Kawhi Leonard signed with the Utah Jazz. So the Jazz pretty much said, you know what, screw Donovan. We don't really need him anymore. They have the opportunity to match his offer, which they don't. They don't match his offer, but I'm seeing this, and I'm like, yo, do I really want to give Donovan this much money? Like, adding Donovan Mitchell would be great. He is kind of undersized at the guard position, but he is a star in the making. I just can't justify giving him $30+ million a season. I just can't really do that. But he's not going back to Utah because Utah, Kawhi went there. Kawhi went to Utah, but we are gonna offer him a nice little contract, 3 years. I do want a team option, and we'll give him the max money. We're still his #1 team. We also go ahead and we also offer Victor Oladipo as a backup plan. I mean, Victor is taller, but he is a veteran, so I'd like to add in a guard here or just somebody that can help us win. I don't want to tank anymore. But like I said, we still got the assets to be in that sweepstakes for Imani Bates if we need to. I'm not going to offer Drummond. I don't need a big man. But yeah, man, Kawhi went to the Utah Jazz. Paul George went to the damn Storm. Both these dudes are tripping. Paul George went to an expansion team for the money. Like, that boy is wilding out. Now, we do get both of them, but I do take Donovan Mitchell. The reason why is because Donovan Mitchell is, you know, he's 24 to 29. That's 5-year difference. He's a higher overall already, and he's a solid defender as well. So we go ahead and we make that move. But I still can't believe that Kawhi went to the Utah Jazz. Like, that is the most Kawhi Leonard move ever, bro. Like, all right. I guess we can play BJ Boston at small forward. So we got to find a few backups. And we got Trey Jones off the bench, which is going to be nice. But, yo, the Utah Jazz are actually the most insane team defensively. We also go ahead and offer Bol Bol. Pay him now to not do it later. And it's kind of a discount in case he actually progresses. But, yeah, as I was saying before, that Jazz team is a little crazy. They got Mike Conley. Mike Conley. I think their shooting guard is Josh Hart. Small forward is Kawhi. Power forward. Who's a power forward? I can't even think about it. But, like, regardless, their team defensively is insane. And they still got Rudy Gobert as well. Like, that team is going to make a move in the West. Man, they just said, you know what, Donovan? We're going to take Kawhi over you, which I think is messed up. So we do go through all these camps. But I really like this team. I mean, I still think that it's not going to be a great team. It's probably still going to be a bad team, but it's definitely solid. It's LaMelo, Mitchell, Brandon Boston. We moved Mobley to power forward. He shoots up to an 82 from like a 79 or an 80. And Bobo on the bench. Trey Jones got to get some minutes. We got Robert Williams there. Michael Green. They signed Cam Johnson. I didn't really want him. We got Jordan Poole there. This should be an interesting team to say the least. That's what I think. But yeah, looking at the Jazz, Markieff Morris was their power forward. And then Gobert, the bench, they got Reggie Jackson, Kai Bowman. Yo, this team is like, this team can definitely compete for a championship, in my opinion. They got us ranked at number 14. We got the top 2 picks. I'm telling you, we're going all in for Imani Bates. Like, if we get him, this team will be contending almost instantly, especially if Bol can develop as well as everybody else. But regardless, let me know what you guys think about this video. Make sure you like it up and subscribe. Let me know where you guys think that we're going to finish out this season. I see this being around like the 6th, 7th seed. Hopefully, we're in the playoffs, though. But until then, I'll see you guys later on. I'm out. Peace, y'all.